Hello again. Have you noticed a little change in little Marco Rubio? hmm Well, you're going to see that change become much more significant and much more dramatic. Marco has taken on the role of the attack dog against the Donalds. That was a role that was initially conducted by Teddy. And prior to Teddy, it was by Jebby. Mm-hmm. Jebby had his marching orders. And those marching orders came from the Republican National Committee, from Reince Priebus and the boys. You know, in one of my, well, actually a few of my earlier videos, I said, I wonder what they do for the 3.5 years other than when there's an election going on. They meaning both Reince Priebus and Debbie Wasserman Schultz. Well, that was sort of clarified for me by Rush Limbaugh. They're the Gestapo agents. They're the ones that go ahead and put the Democrats and the Republican new senators and congressmen in line. They're the propaganda ministers. And they explain to the incoming senators and the incoming congressmen what's expected of them and what they'll get in return. And these new senators and congressmen are usually in awe when they see folks like McCain, that's a multi-millionaire, folks like Nancy Pelosi, that's a multi-millionaire, folks like, I'm sure, Chuck Schumer, who's a multi-millionaire. And they're told that what those individuals have been able to achieve is available for them as well, just as long as they toe the line and do what they're told to do and vote party line. Another reason why Congress doesn't work. Same reason that the Senate doesn't work, nor does the Supreme Court work. But I've said enough about the Supreme Court. People seem not to care. They don't seem to care about Congress. They don't seem to care about the Senate. Is it because they feel there's nothing they can do? Well, there is something you can do. You can vote in someone that can change the environment. Don't know if you caught that little interview that the Donald's son had with Greta Van Susteren. I actually did a video on it. It was most informative. The establishment doesn't want Donald. They desperately don't want Donald because he'll tear down their elitist status. But this really isn't about that topic. It's about people like Marco Rubio that can be and are being controlled. That's why you're seeing him in this new attack dog role. It isn't his nature to be that way, but that's what he's been instructed to do. He knows that in order for him to get what he wants, he has to do what they want. Problem is, they also know that Donald doesn't need anyone, which is why they'll do whatever they have to do to prevent Donald from ever occupying the Oval Office. They need people that toe the line, like the chosen one, Barack Hussein Obama. That's why he's been able to keep so much of his life secret. But not secret enough to those that are awake. We'll see how this rat's nest unfolds. America will not survive if someone like Marco or Teddy or Hillary or Bernie get to occupy 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. We're actually lucky we survived with the chosen one as long as we have. You know what I think. You know why I think what I think. Question now is, what do you think?